Hey YouTube, this is Nathan with the Team MiLE bringing you my September ban list wind-up deck. It is still in the turbo form. I do like it this way, lets you keep going no matter what I've got. It's kind of like Chaos Dragons, it's a little relentless. Obviously not the banishing idea, but it is a relentless deck and I can constantly swarm. You do have to worry about hand advantage a little bit because you always are using your stuff, but after 2 or 3 cards drawn, you're good to go. So, let me show you what I use. I still take the one Hunter, simply because he's a good card, and I do like to loop. People say, you can loop 1 to 3 cards. It's not really what I use them for. I use them to mid to late game just to make sure that they don't have anything on me. If they have 2 cards, I'll throw them away or whatever. So, he was it too. At the end of the video, I'll show you what I took out to change. It stayed pretty much the same in terms of main deck, but I'll show it to you anyway. So I run the one Hunter. Also run one Juggler. A lot of people don't run Juggler, and he's overlooked. He's awesome because he can pop just about anything that can be destroyed by card effects. So yeah, I'd say one Juggler. I've tested it so much with Juggler, and he's a good card to bring out with Zenmaity if you have to. So there's that. The double Rabbit, and many of you heard me say that I don't like wind-up Rabbit. I still really don't like it. I'd prefer Spirit Reaper, and I'm almost considering putting it in for the deck, like a Spirit Reaper and a Cyber Dragon to get rid of those Gears, because he wastes your normal summon. At least with Cyber Dragon, you're not wasting a normal summon, and with Spirit Reaper, you are using a normal, but it's for a good stall. I mean, you can't really stall with him, and I can exceed many other ways, so he's probably coming out. But anyways, I don't like Rabbit. The 3 Magician, player's choice, I guess still, people are saying 2 and 3. Shockmaster, I don't own a Shockmaster, I'm going to probably get one soon, but when you get it, it's nice for E-Heroes. Plus, he also helps do everything in late game, mid game, and early game for me. He's an awesome card, so I run 3. The 3 Rat, late game card, not much to say about him, good for Xyz. The Triple Shark, goes without saying. And then not wind-ups, so that was the wind-up lineup for the deck, and then we've got tech and support cards. Run the 3 Birdman because you can still hand loop 5 cards with Hunter if you still run them, and the 1 Zenmaity, no spells or traps, so I'll make a video of that later. Run the 3 Gila because, of course, he's searchable, special summon early game, and even late game you can special summon him if you're going to Black Rose or something. So still a very good card to run, I think, at least in a turbo format. The Warwolf to match up with the Gilasaurus, or whenever they special summon, if you look like you're going to lose the game and you have a few Warwolves in hand, you can special summon them and not worry. Run 3. Run 2 Marauding for... Usually get him if you need him. He does use your normal summon, but he lets you start off a little bit of a loop if you ever need him. He's a great card to have all around. Plus, you can Marauding Lock if you draw into both, so good support. 1 Kagamucha Knight gets off your plays with Marauding. Marauding normal. When a monster's normal, Kagamucha Knight gets specialed, and then you got 2 3s, and then you can bring out a 3 or a 4 with Marauding, so it's nice. Only run 1 of him. I run 1 Injection Fairy Lily. She's a boss monster, 3400. Awesome card in this deck. Works well. Test it out. She's awesome. And then on to the spells. 1 Allure. Couldn't say that. 1 Pot of Avarice. Oh, by the way, you have, I think, back to this real quick, 7 Dark Targets, and you get them enough. So try Allure if you're going to do this deck build. It's fun, and it gives you a nice little hand advantage. Pot of Avarice goes without saying. I'm trying to figure out how to fit in another MST, but it's at 2 right now. Some people say 3 Clog, so I might just keep it, but 2 right now. The 1 Book of Moon. The 1 Monster Reborn. The 1 Heavy. I don't run Dark Hole because you don't need it in this deck. You're going to win in any field presence. So, I mean, I guess you could run it, but I still haven't found a slot for it. The Factory, run 3 of. I've been told it clogs. Put it at 2. I really don't think so. Great card, especially because you can't get your combos as easily. Run 3 Factory. I guess wind up Rabbit's good for that, but okay. So, 1 thing. Probably a few more, but I really don't care. 3 Fossil Dig to search out your Gilasaurus. And then my favorite card of the deck, Monster Slot, which I like to brag is broken. Those of you who don't know, you target a monster on the field and a monster in the graveyard, banish the one in the grave, draw and reveal. If it's a monster with the same level, it's special summoned. If not, you get to keep the card. Good for Xyz, was made in Photon Shockwave. Works well with tons of decks, actually. I'm surprised Dino Rabbits don't run it. They probably don't have space, but they could. Dark Worlds could run it. I mean, anything that you want grave control, first of all, and that has a ton of the same levels, you can run. I guess Dark World's a little harder. 6 Sams can run it too. And I believe that's it. And for those of you who nitpick about my videos, you will know exactly what I've switched out. But for those of you who don't, this is my replacements. I've added those. I believe that's it. 4 cards for this format. That's all I really needed to fix. If you have any questions about why I kept the turbo build, it really, like I said, is a fast build. It's hard to see because it's really a weird build, but I think it's reliable. So that's the stuff I added in for this format, and then the ban list stuff that was taken out, of course, for the main deck at least, was this. Because this was all hand loop support. I mean, like I said, if you want to run the hand loop, there still is a way to do it easily. Well, not easily, but I mean, within reason. But I ran 2 Hunter for my banish on monster slots and a lure target banish, but I don't need 2 anymore because, of course, you only really loop if you have to or if you want to. So I don't run 2. Drop off was nice, but it doesn't fit in the deck anymore because the deck was based around the hand loop and preventing them from getting all 6 cards on the first turn, but it doesn't matter. Instant Fusion was taken out because you really don't need it anymore. I just have other ways of doing things. Plus I needed a slot for Factory, and Ruthless Denial came out as hand loop support. Siding in this deck is a little different. Most people main deck all these traps that I'm about to show you, but I side decked them. I don't know where the other one is. 2 TT, 2 Bottomless, the 1 Judgment. Sorry, not everything's in cases. The 1 Dark Hole. Like I said, I never really need it, so I don't use it. The double Solemn Warning. Oh, there's the other TT. Figuring out siding, honestly, like that's not all the cards, obviously. What I used to side in was 2 Rats, a Decree, Wind-Up Factories, and all this, and Veilers. That's changed, obviously, with this format. Looking at heavier machines with Machina, Geargia, Car Curry, if somebody wants to run it still, and then Puppet Plants for E-Hero. So that's really what I'd recommend signing. So you guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope I was able to explain a few things, and if you guys ever want to buy this deck, it is for sale. Just PM me. So rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.